What do you do when the job disappears, the bills stack like bricks, the headlines scream recession, and your children still ask for breakfast at 6 in the morning? What do you do when the phone vibrates with creditors, while your confidence trembles, when markets fall and your mind races? How will we make it this month? What do you do when fear shouts louder than your budget, your resume looks tired, and your hope feels thin? Hear me. Do not let panic become your pastor. Don't make anxiety your advisor. When the wind shifts, we do not guess. We go back to laws. Say this with me. Every test is temporary. Again, every test is temporary. Now say, to everything there is a season. Ecclesiastes 3:1 declares, to everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under heaven. Seasons change, laws do not. Write this down, please. Prosperity has a protocol. There is a way things work. The kingdom is not a casino. It is a country run by laws. You don't survive storms by surfing feelings. You survive by submitting to principles. Success is predictable. Failure is also predictable. Joshua 1:8 says, this book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth, but you shall meditate in it day and night, that you may observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. Did you hear the mathematics of the kingdom? Meditate, observe, do, then prosper. Outcomes follow obedience. Write this down, please. Outcomes follow laws, not moods or markets. Laws have no crisis. You don't break laws, they break you. So while the world counts layoffs, we will count laws. While men forecast panic, we will forecast principle. The Lord is my shepherd. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Psalm 23:3. Your restoration is not merely for your comfort, it is for his reputation. That is why you will not drown in this moment. The manufacturer protects his image in his product. When you return to the manual, the warranty engages for his name's sake. I came with a promise and a playbook. No fluff, no hype, no spiritual cotton candy. I will place 4 kingdom keys in your hand, stepwise, clear, executable, so that while others chase things, you attract addition. Jesus said, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. Matthew 6. Saint-Chassain. The next minutes are not for entertainment. They are for alignment. Put fear in your pocket. Pull out your pen and prepare your heart. When the wind shifts, pilots don't invent, they execute the checklist. Tonight I will hand you the checklist. Say it one more time. Every test is temporary. To everything there is a season. And in every season, God's laws still work. Let us define the disruption, because clarity is mercy in a storm. A crisis is an externally caused, uncontrollable interruption of the normal that forces new decisions. Write this down, please. A crisis is not your failure, it is your summons. It is the classroom where old assumptions expire and new wisdom is born. James 1:2-4 says, count it all joy, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience, that you may be perfect and entire, lacking nothing. Crisis is a midwife. It delivers maturity. Sweet are the uses of adversity. Don't tattoo the moment on your soul. Do not name yourself after the storm. To everything there is a season. Say it, please. To everything there is a season. Storms arrive and storms pass. You are not the weather. Ecclesiastes 3:1 is not poetry. It is policy. Your identity is not recession, not layoff, not foreclosure, not pandemic. You are image bearer, citizen of a kingdom that cannot be shaken. Hebrews 12:28. Every test is temporary. Failure is not an event. It is a decision to quit class. Refuse the dropout spirit. Stay enrolled. Class is in session, and your future is taking attendance right now. Answer with faith, not fear, today. Beloved, crisis incubates creativity. When Pharaoh tightened the quota, Moses innovated with a staff. When Goliath shouted, David invented a battlefield resume with stones. When the brook dried, Elijah pioneered a supply chain with a widow's pantry. Romans 8:28 declares, all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. Hear the law. The raw material of crisis becomes the resource of your calling when aligned to purpose. Crisis also produces leadership. What do you do when the lights go out? The leader lights a candle. Joshua rose after Moses died in a national transition. Esther stood when genocide was legislated. Leadership is not titles. It is decisions in disruption. Write this down, please. Crisis exposes what you know and who you are. It calls the real you to the microphone. If panic is speaking, principle is silent. If principle speaks, panic is dismissed. So stop rehearsing headlines and start rehearsing laws. Stop scrolling panic and start studying patterns. 2 Corinthians 4:17 says, our light affliction, which is but for a moment, works for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. For a moment, that's seasoned language. Since crisis is a catalyst, strengthen what does not shake. Anchor to the manual. Laws have no crisis. You don't break laws, they break you. In the next breath, we will fasten your soul to the unchanging framework so outcomes become predictable again for his name's sake. Let us lock the frame. Everything God created functions by laws, and laws do not hold meetings with storms. Gravity did not attend the recession to renegotiate its contract. Genesis 8:22 states the policy of the planet. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall not cease. That is law. It doesn't ask how you feel, who is in office, or what the interest rate is this week. It simply governs outcomes. Write this down, please. Success is predictable. Failure is also predictable. Because both are the fruit of alignment or violation. Laws have no crisis. Say that with me. Laws have no crisis. Joshua 1:8 gives you the algorithm. This book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth. Meditate, observe to do, then you will make your way prosperous. Notice, God did not say, I will make your way prosperous. He said, you will. Why? Because when you align with law, you set in motion consequences that even angels respect. You don't break laws, they break you. If you leap off a roof during a bear market, gravity will not offer a stimulus package. It will enforce a principle. The same in finances, relationships, leadership. Outcomes follow obedience, not headlines. Write this down, please. When you master laws, conditions lose jurisdiction over your results. Let me get tactile so you can smell this truth. Pour orange juice into your car's gas tank and then try to speak in tongues to the engine. The car will cough, choke, and quit on the highway in peak traffic during your most urgent appointment. Is that a demon? No. It's a violation. Wrong fuel. You can fast 21 days. But until you drain the tank, flush the lines, and put in the right substance, you are going nowhere. Some of you are rebuking devils that are really decisions. You put feelings where facts belong, entertainment where education belongs, spending where sowing belongs, and then call it an attack. It's a mismatch of inputs. Laws are indifferent. They deliver whatever you feed them. Ecclesiastes 10:10 says, if the axe is dull and he does not whet the edge, then he must put more strength. But wisdom brings success. Another translation reads, with skill, success comes quickly. Take a deep breath. That's a deep statement. A dull axe makes you sweat. A sharp axe makes you effective. Skill is simply the knowledge and application of laws. The unskilled man blames the forest. The skilled man sharpens the edge. The market did not change the tree. The edge changed the ease. In crisis, the difference is not the wood, it's the wisdom. So here is your anchor in the shaking. Write this down, please. Align with laws and conditions. Lose the power to control your results. Say it again. Align with laws and conditions. Bow. Do not negotiate with fear. Submit to principle. Stop managing moods. Master laws. The kingdom is a government, not a guest. If you pour gasoline into the tank of diligence, integrity, priority, skill, and generosity, mobility returns fast. And when you move by law, provision follows in formation for his name's sake. Now we will build identity on this frame, so the warranty of heaven covers your journey without excuse. Now hear the deeper anchor beneath the laws. Identity. Write this down, please. The success of a product protects the reputation of the manufacturer. Psalm 23:3 says, He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Not for your ego's sake, but for His name's sake. In Hebrew, name Shem means nature, authority, reputation. Let us make man in our image after our likeness. Genesis 1:26. That means His logo is imprinted on your spirit. You are not a knockoff. You are not a discount brand. You are the image bearer of the King. And the King has a reputation to protect. Say this with me. For His name's sake. Consider the iPad. The manufacturer prints a manual, places a logo, and attaches a warranty. The manual is not a suggestion. It is law for optimal function. If you decide to place the tablet in a microwave to charge it faster, pray all you like, you void the warranty. The issue is not whether Apple loves the iPad, it's whether the iPad obeyed the manual. Likewise, God's covenant love is sure, but the warranty, restoration, guidance, provision is engaged by alignment. This book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth. Observe to do, for then you will make your way prosperous. Joshua 1-8. Manual, obedience, predictable outcomes. And hear the motive of heaven. For I know the plans I have for you. For I plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29-11. That is brand language. The manufacturer announces the intended function and the guaranteed future. 1 Samuel 12:22 adds, For the Lord will not forsake His people for His great name's sake. Even your restoration after breakdown is a brand decision. When you return to the manual, the authorized repairer engages the warranty. So stop taking a royal device to street corner technicians. Social media is not an authorized repair center for your soul. Bitterness is not an authorized mechanic. Illicit shortcuts, void warranties. Bring your life to the Word, the Spirit, and wise counsel. That is factory service. Align with righteousness, right positioning, and watch guidance become precise, provision become punctual, favor become predictable. Write this down, please. Prosperity in the kingdom is not a bribe, it is brand protection. Say it with me. My provision protects the manufacturer's reputation. I will operate by his laws. Again, my provision protects the manufacturer's reputation. I will operate by his laws. Laws have no crisis, and identity has no panic. You are the product of a perfect God. Obey the manual, and the warranty engages restoration, guidance, and provision for His name's sake. Back to basics. When a pilot meets a storm, he does not start philosophizing at 30,000 feet. He does not ask the passengers for suggestions or Google the cloud. He goes to instruments. He flies IFR instrument, flight rules, because in clouds your senses lie. Spatial disorientation will tell you up is down and left is right. The rule is simple. Aviate, navigate, communicate, fly the plane, follow the heading, then talk. And every move is governed by a checklist. Power, attitude, trim, altitude, airspeed, heading. He ignores the screaming in the cabin and obeys the gauges in the cockpit. Why? Because instruments are calibrated to laws that have no crisis. Translate that now. Economic turbulence is cloud. Headlines spin your inner ear. Bank apps blink. Timelines howl. Opinions become crosswinds. Write this down, please. In turbulence, you don't invent. You execute the checklist of unchanging laws. Isaiah 33:6 declares, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of your times. Not rumors, not fear. Stability comes from law-based wisdom. Proverbs 4:20-22 says, attend to my words. Keep them in the midst of your heart, for they are life and health to all their flesh. Attend is instrument language. Fix your eyes on the panel of scripture and principle. So reduce the noise. Some of you are trying to land a jet with a rock concert blaring in the cockpit, fast from fear-feeding media. Turn off the 24-hour panic channel. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb, except for destiny. Open the manual. Meditate day and night, Joshua 1-8. Make declarations louder than doubts. 2 Timothy 1-7 is a gauge. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. If the needle of your soul is twitching on fear, reset the circuit breaker. Worship wise counsel. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46-10. Stillness is not passivity, it is calibration. Here is your cockpit checklist for this storm. 4 kingdom keys executed in order. Number 1, priority. Seek first the kingdom and his righteousness. That reorders the plane. Number 2, proficiency. Sharpen the axe. Skill stabilizes airspeed. Number 3, purpose. Deploy the gift. Stop clutching a seatbelt of employment and fly your assignment. Number 4, planting and service. Sow and serve. Generosity sets your landing lights. We will walk each key in detail, but hear the protocol. Do not skip steps. Do not swap 1 and 4. Checklist discipline saves lives. Say it with me. Don't panic. Go back to laws. Again, don't panic. Go back to laws. Clap your hands, because that sentence will land your plane. Success is predictable. Failure is also predictable. Laws have no crisis. You don't break laws. They break you. If you're trusting instruments of the kingdom, cut the noise and run the checklist, you will descend through these clouds and see a runway you could not see 5 minutes ago, lined with favor, marked with provision for his name's sake. Now tighten your harness. We are about to execute key 1. Key 1, seek first order. Matthew 6:33, listen to the king's policy. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. Write this down, please. Priority determines provision. What you put first governs what flows next. When order is right, things are added. When order is wrong, shortages multiply. Success is predictable. Failure is also predictable, because addition is a consequence of alignment, not anxiety. Laws have no crisis. The economy can shake, but order does not shake. Think about a river. The water follows the bed that's carved first. If the channel is crooked, the flow is confused. If the bed is deep, the flow is strong. Order is the bed of your life. If you put entertainment first, confusion flows. If you put fear first, paralysis flows. If you put the kingdom first, provision flows. Say it with me. Order is the seed of multiplication. Addition follows alignment. Again, say it so your soul hears you. Now your daily protocol. The first hour belongs to the king, not Instagram, not email king. Pray, read, plan. 3 P's. Pray to hear, read the manual to know, plan to do. Joshua 1:8, this book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth. You shall meditate in it day and night, that you may observe to do. Then you will make your way prosperous. Mouth it, mind it, move it, then prosper. Open the manual. Speak it aloud. Extract your 3 actions for the day aligned with purpose. Do this before you check what the world wants from you. Confirm what God wants through you. That first hour is not luxury. It is law. You don't break laws. They break you. Financial order now. Honor the Lord first. Proverbs 3:9-10. Honor the Lord with your substance and with the first fruits of all your increase. So shall your barns be filled with plenty. First fruits is order language. Malachi 3:10 says, bring the tithe into the storehouse first, not last, so the window's open. Put God first in your ledger and watch heaven take personal responsibility for overflow for his name's sake. Set it to happen as soon as income lands. Automate honor. Then allocate necessities, savings, sowing, skill development. Write this down, please. Tell your money where to go, or it will tell you where you cannot go. Time redemption. Most destinies die between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Those are kingdom hours. Turn off the 2-4 panic channel. Netflix is not your mentor. Your purpose is. Reclaim evenings for assignment. 1 hour to study the manual. 1 hour to sharpen a skill. 1 hour to deploy your gift in service or building, and 30 minutes to plan the next day. Do that for 30 days and watch added knock on your door while others chase it down the street. To everything there is a season. This is your order season. Say it with me again. Order is the seed of multiplication. Addition follows alignment. Prioritize the kingdom. Structure your morning. Honor God first in finances. Redeem your evenings. And you will attract what others pursue predictably for His name's sake. Clap your hands if you believe it. And prepare your acts. Key 2 is sharpening. Now we sharpen. Ecclesiastes 10:10 declares, if the axe is dull and it does not whet the edge, then he must put more strength. But wisdom brings success. Another rendering. With skill, success comes quickly. Write this down, please. The problem is rarely the forest. It is the edge. Some of you are exhausted, not because the tree is stubborn, but because the blade is blunt. Crisis will make you sweat if you swing dull. Crisis will pay you if you cut clean. Say this with me. Money follows mastery. Again, money follows mastery. Laws have no crisis. Proverbs 22:25 asks, do you see a man diligent in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. That is not favoritism, that is law. Kings summon competence. Markets in panic still pay problem solvers. Daniel was found 10 times better in Babylon. Daniel 1:20. And policy shifted to his excellence. Exodus 31:3 says, Bezalel was filled with the Spirit in wisdom, in understanding, in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship. Skill is spiritual. Excellence is worship. Write this down, please. Crisis rewards problem solvers, not complainers. So here is your drill. Identify the top 2 skills you possess that remove pain for others. Not 10, 2. The ones that make a boss breathe again, make a client sleep again, make a community move again. Circle them. Now schedule 60 minutes every day to sharpen non-negotiable, calendar protected. 30 minutes to study best-in-class books, case studies, tutorials from the top 5%. 30 minutes to practice deliberately ship a sample. Build a module, rehearse a pitch, fix a broken thing for free to earn feedback. Do that for 30 days and you will feel the edge biting wood. Success is predictable. Failure is also predictable. Apprenticeship now. Find a mentor whose results are the proof of laws, not just opinions. Humble yourself. Put your pride in your pocket. Proximity is tuition. Sweep the shop if you must to hear the conversation. Enroll in the course. Sit for the certification. Turn general effort into targeted edge. Stop saying it's expensive. Ignorance is more expensive. 2 Timothy 2:15 commands, study to show yourself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed. Workman, not wishman. Approval follows applied study. And listen, one focused credential can lift your rate card above the noise of an entire recession in a week. Kings read resumes too. Let me be pastoral and practical. Replace 1 hour of nightly scrolling with 1 hour of sharpening. Unfollow distraction. Follow a master. Ask for 3 critiques a week. Build a scoreboard. Measurable reps. Measurable results. When the edge is real, you won't need to beg for attention. Excellence will advertise you. Write this down, please. Work smarter by obeying the law of skill. Let excellence advertise you. Say it again. Let excellence advertise you. In a shaking economy, fear freezes the average. Skill promotes the diligent. Sharpen the axe and your value will rise while others hide. For His name's sake, become so competent that heaven can trust you with platforms and clients you did not campaign for. Clap your hands if you will schedule the hour today. Priority set, edge sharpen. Now we are ready to move from employment to assignment. Key 3 is deployment. Key 3, deployment. Write this down, please. Your job is what they pay you to do. Your work is what you were born to do. Job is seasonal. Work is eternal. In Greek, work ergon means become. You were created to become something specific. Ephesians 2:10 declares, we are His workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand. Prepared before the crisis, before your resume. So hear the law. Prosperity flows from deploying your gift, not from clinging to a paycheck. You don't break laws. They break you. If you ask a job to do what only your work can do, you will violate design and feel stuck inside your own life. Employment is honorable. Take the job for a season, but never abandon your assignment. Joseph worked in Potiphar's house, but his assignment rode with him to prison and into the palace. His gift interpreted dreams and reorganized nations. Proverbs 18:16 says, a man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. Not his job, his gift. Employment funds you. Deployment defines you. Say this with me. My job is temporary, but my work is permanent. Again, let that reposition your soul right now. How do you discover the gift? Look for what you do naturally, consistently, and joyfully. People thank you for it without you trying. It's where time disappears and results appear. It's what angers you when done poorly, because excellence lives in you for that thing. Romans 12:6. Having gifts that differ according to the grace given to us, let us use them. Ask 3 people you trust. What problem do I solve when I walk in the room? Track the compliments. Patterns reveal calling. Also track the pain you hate. You're anointed to heal what you mourn. Now package it. A gift becomes provision when it becomes service. Define a clear outcome you deliver and give it a name, a process, and a price. Prototype with 1 client in 7 days. Don't design for 6 months. Serve for 7 days. Build a simple offer. Pain solved. Steps taken. Result delivered. Children's church is a stage. The community center is a lab. Your neighbor's broken spreadsheet is a contract in disguise. Zechariah 4:10 warns, who has despised the day of small beginnings? The palace opened to Joseph after faithful prototypes in hidden places. Matthew 25 is law. Faithful over little, ruler over much. Write this down, please. Prototype before profit. Serve before salary. Daily rhythm now. Deploy the gift every day in measurable ways. A post that teaches, a call that solves, an hour that builds, a volunteer shift that tests your method. 1 Peter 4:10 commands. As each has received a gift, minister it to one another as good stewards of the manifold grace of God. Stewardship is daily, not seasonal. Stop waiting for permission. Kings look for movement. Say it with me. I will deploy my gift daily until my work employs me. Again, louder. I will deploy my gift daily until my work employs me. For his name's sake. Your gift will make room even in a recession, because laws have no crisis. Clap your hands and schedule tomorrow's deployment before you sleep tonight. Key 4, sow and serve. Write this down, please. What you release in crisis determines what can be released to you. Genesis 8:22 is still policy. Even in a recession, while the earth remains, seed time and harvest shall not cease. Laws have no crisis. When fear says, hold everything, law says, plant something. Isaac sowed in a famine and reaped 100-fold the same year, Genesis 26-12. Why? He honored the law of seed. Success is predictable. Failure is also predictable. Hoarding in famine starves the future. Sowing in famine schedules a harvest. Seed takes many forms. Money is seed. Time is seed. Ideas are seed. Honor is seed. Introductions are seed. Words are seed. Luke 6:38 is a law, not a suggestion. Give, and it will be given to you. With the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. Write this down, please. Measure determines momentum. If your measure is stingy, your momentum is slow. If your measure is generous, your momentum accelerates. You don't break laws, they break you. Start with sacred order. Tithe faithfully. Malachi 3:10. Bring all the tithes into the storehouse and see if I will not open for you the windows of heaven. The tithe is not a tip. It is a test of trust and a claim on covenant windows. Automate honor. Then sow targeted offerings where wisdom and fruit are evident, authorized soil. Don't scatter seed into foolishness and call it faith. Proverbs warns us not to answer a fool according to his folly. Likewise, do not fund folly. Look for proven stewardship, impact, and alignment with your assignment. 2 Corinthians 9:6 states, he who sows sparingly will also reap sparingly. He who sows bountifully will also reap bountifully. That is math in the kingdom. Now, bake a cake. In 1 Kings 17, the widow's last meal became first fruit to a prophet, and the barrel refused to empty. Translated, do a pro bono project that solves a real problem now. Not busy work, breakthrough work. Pick one person or organization aligned with your gift and deliver a complete solution at no charge. That is seed. Document the result, gather testimony, and watch doors open that invoices could not knock down. Ecclesiastes 11:4 says, he who observes the wind will not sow. Stop waiting for perfect weather plant. Honor is a master seed. Network by service. Don't chase mentors with selfies. Approach with solutions. Bring a broom, not just a business card. Offer to fix the bottleneck that steals them an hour a day, systems, slides, research, childcare at the event. Serve it before you speak of yourself. Proverbs 18:16. Your gift makes room. Strategic honor is the hallway. Philippians 4:17 echoes, not that I desire your gift, but I desire fruit that abounds to your account. Fruit, account. That's banking language. Service credits your future. Say it with me. I will sow in famine. I will serve my way into rooms. I will not eat my seed. Again, let your fear hear you. Cast your bread upon the waters, Ecclesiastes 11:1, and expect return in season. Prioritize the tithe. Plant targeted offerings. Bake a cake that solves something big, and practice strategic honor. This is not charity. This is covenant agriculture. If you will release what's in your hand, heaven will release what's in its windows for his name's sake. Clap your hands and prepare your 7-day assignment. Seed moves first, harvest follows. Now we activate. Write this down, please. Small disciplined steps activate big laws. Momentum beats fear. Say it with me. Momentum beats fear. For 7 days, we will run a simple sprint. No speculation, no delay, execution. Laws have no crisis. When you move, these things begin to be added. Matthew 6:33. Day 1, order audit. Put the kingdom first on paper, not just in prayer. Open your calendar and block your first hour for God, non-negotiable. Pray, read, plan, mouth it, mind it, move it. Joshua 1-8. Set your tithe to process first from any income. Automate, honor. Proverbs 3-9-10. Sort your budget by righteousness, necessities, savings, sowing, skill. Then schedule your Eden redemption 1 hour for sharpening, 1 hour for deployment. Write this down, please. What you calendar, you will conquer. Day 2, sharpen the axe. Enroll in one targeted module today, not someday. Choose the course, the certification, the apprenticeship that touches your top pain-solving skill. Ecclesiastes 10:10, Proverbs 22:29. Pay the fee as seed into your future. Block a daily 60-minute practice window on your calendar and protect it like surgery. 30 minutes to learn, 30 to do. Say it with me. Money follows mastery. Day 3, package the gift. Draft a one-page offer, clear, simple, outcome-driven. Name the problem you solve, the process you use, and the result you deliver. List 3 real pains your gift removes for real people. Price a starter version and a premium version. Give the offer a name a child can repeat. Romans 12:6 says, use the gift, so organize it so it can be used. Write this down, please. Value becomes visible when it is packaged. Day 4, generosity move. Plant something on purpose. Tithe if income landed. Then bake a cake, deliver one prototype free to a strategic person who needs what you do. Finish the job, collect a testimonial, or sow an offering into proven soil aligned with your assignment. 2 Corinthians 9-6, Luke 6:38 is law. Measure determines momentum. Say it. I will not eat my seed. Day 5, noise fast. No news, no TV, no doom scroll. Isaiah 33-6, wisdom and knowledge are stability. Replace the noise with 2 hours of deep work on your offer or your module. Build the landing page, the slide deck, the sample, the script, ship a version. Stillness is calibration. Productivity is worship. Day 6, outreach. Write the gracious letter or value email. Thank you for the opportunity. For your records, I've outlined how I can solve X, Y, and Z for you or your network. Here are outcomes. And the next step, if laid off, send thank you, I honor the season. Here is a plan I can execute to save costs or drive revenue. Shall we talk? Proverbs 18:16. Your gift makes room when it arrives at service. Day 7. Review and rejoice. Write 3 testimonies. What moved, what improved, what opened. Adjust the plan. Keep the blocks. Refine the offer. Schedule week 2. Then lift your hands and declare Psalm 23. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Say it again. For his name's sake. Clap your hands. Momentum has begun. Success is predictable. Failure is also predictable. Keep walking the laws and watch addition chase you. Before we go further, we must clear the runway of debris. Write this down, please. Internal saboteurs cancel external strategies. Pride, panic, and passivity are like ice on the wing lift fails even when the engines roar. Our checklist works, but if your soul keeps violating laws, you will call the laws mystery and blame the weather. No success is predictable. Failure is also predictable. Let's troubleshoot. First, pride. Pride says, I won't start small. I won't take that seasonal job. I'm above that. Proverbs 16:18 warns, pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Put your pride in your pocket and move. Joseph managed another man's house and a prison before he managed a nation. Jesus, Lord of all, plain wood in a carpenter's shop. 1 Peter 5:6, humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due season. Say it with me. To everything there is a season. Every test is temporary. Take the bridge job to fund the gift. Accept the starter project to prove the process. A seasonal role does not cancel your assignment, it sustains it. You don't break laws, they break you. But humility bends with the law and rises. Second, panic. Panic makes impulsive decisions that violate design. Isaiah 28:16 declares, he that believes shall not make haste. Philippians 4:6 commands, be anxious for nothing, and the peace of God will guard your hearts and minds. Breathe. Return to the instruments. Pray, read, plan. Do not sign predatory contracts because the headlines are loud. Do not liquidate legacy to silence today's fear. Laws have no crisis. In returning and rest, you will be saved. In quietness and trust shall be your strength. Isaiah 30:15. Say it now. Every test is temporary. Go back to the checklist: priority, proficiency, purpose, planting, aviate, navigate, communicate. Fear is not a strategy. It is a storm in your inner ear. Trust the gauges. Third, passivity. Waiting for rescue is not faith, it is abdication. James 2:17 says, faith without works is dead. God asked Moses, why do you cry to me? Tell the children of Israel to go forward. Exodus 14:15. To the widow, Elisha asks, what do you have in your house? Oil multiplied when she poured, not when she posted. Ecclesiastes 11:4 warns, he who observes the wind will not sow. Stop forecasting, start sowing. Ants don't attend conferences. They gather. Proverbs 6:6-8. Steward what is in your hand. One client, one module, one letter, one seed. Movement authorizes miracles. Allow me some humor with truth. Certain exits in life are non-negotiable. Your body has a God-assigned exit. Try using another exit and pain will educate you quickly. You don't break laws, they break you. Don't pour orange juice in your gas tank and then bind the devil at the mechanic. The devil didn't do it, citrus did. Stop violating law and calling it warfare. Re-anchor now. Say it with me. Success is predictable. Failure is also predictable. I choose the predictable path of law alignment. I renounce pride. I will start small and take the seasonal bridge. I refuse panic. I will breathe and obey the checklist. I reject passivity. I will steward what I have now. For his name's sake, I will walk these keys until addition chases me. Clap your hands. Debris cleared. Runway open. Now watch. The laws produce predictably. Family, this is your commissioning. Say it with me. Every test is temporary. To everything there is a season. Laws have no crisis. Again, every test is temporary. Laws have no crisis. Success is predictable. Failure is also predictable. We've cleared the debris and run the checklist. Now we do. Not tomorrow now. Joshua 1-8 orders your future. Keep the book in your mouth. Meditate day and night and do what is written. Then you will make your way prosperous. Mouth it, mind it, move it, and watch addition locate you. Recap the 4 keys etched on your wall. 1. Seek first order. King first. First hour. Consecrated. Tithe. Evenings redeemed. Addition follows alignment. Matthew 6:33. Proverbs 3-9-10. 2. Sharpen the axe. Study. Practice. Certify. With skill, success comes quickly. Ecclesiastes 10:10. Proverbs 22:29. 3. Deploy the gift. Your job is what they pay you to do. Your work is what you were born to do. Package, prototype, serve daily. Proverbs 18:16, 1 Peter 4:10. 4. Sow and serve, plant in famine, honor strategically, give generously, expect return. 2 Corinthians 9-6. Keep the checklist visible and execute it every day. And anchor all of it in identity. You are image bearers of the King. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Psalm 23:3. For his name's sake means his reputation rides on your restoration and fruitfulness. The manufacturer stands behind his product when it operates by the manual. Obey the manual and the warranty engages. When you walk in order, excellence, assignment, and generosity, heaven can publicly vindicate you without explaining you, because the success of the product protects the reputation of the manufacturer. I see you shifting cultures from consumer to producer. Say it. I am a producer. In famine, problems scream, and wallets listen. Solutions command premium value. Joseph priced grain in crisis because he had process, not panic. Daniel rose in Babylon because excellence doesn't need perfect weather. Your solution: clean code, clean books, clean systems, clean art, clean counsel will sell out while fear is trending. You will become a distribution center in drought, a well in desert, a lender and not a borrower. Deuteronomy 28-12. Laws have no crisis. So I commission you now. Meditate and do. Speak and step. Plan and perform. Put the checklist up tonight. Schedule the hours. Automate honor. Enroll. Prototype. Plant. Serve. Say it with me. I will seek first order. I will sharpen my axe. I will deploy my gift. I will sow and serve. Every test is temporary. To everything there is a season. Laws have no crisis. For his name's sake, I will make my way prosperous and have good success. Go in courage and consistency and prosper for his strong name's sake.